Some people say I was brave, other people said I was crazy. But what they did not know is that staying was more risky than leaving. Hi, welcome to Retro Afro Abroad. I'm a single black mom with an amazing twin son who left the United States to start fresh. Click on the link below to subscribe to my channel, where I share what it's really like to explore a new country, embrace the culture, and live boldly and raise a teen. Not for luxury, not for Instagram, but for peace, possibility, and a future that felt lighter. For a long time, I tried to convince myself that I was fine in the United States, that the amount of daily stress was normal, that the fear was part of being a parent. But when you're raising a black child, especially a black boy, you start seeing the world a little bit different. You start calculating risk a little bit more. You start watching where you walk. You start watching how loud he is, how much his energy needs to be managed. A good illustration of this was when another African parent in my community talked about when his church preached about letting kids play outside, which was part of the Anxious Generation's recommendations, a great book, by the way. And him knowing that was never going to happen for his black kids. He would not let them play unsupervised because the risk was too much for them. That's not freedom, that's survival. For me, I felt we had to move before his hormones kicked in and his height started getting there and he would begin to become adultified. So people ask me, why Spain? Spain wasn't random. I was looking for a place that had a new language, an ancient culture like mine, but a culture that was familiar enough for it not to be a big stretch for us to adapt and live. I wanted a place where things moved slower, where people actually live and move outside, where my son could be a kid and not a statistic. And northern Spain felt human for me. It was so green. It's quiet. People talk to you. Kids play outside all the time. Relationships are nurtured here. It's not perfect, but when I came to Scout, it felt possible. The next thing that hit me was a crippling fear of leaving. I did not speak a word of Spanish. I had no family there. I was doing this alone. But I had two loved ones sit me down and say to me, if this all goes to smoke, what will you lose? When you are 70, are you going to regret going? Or are you going to regret not going, not having tried? And I knew the truth. I knew that if I did not try, I'll always wonder who I would have become. And now that I moved, I decided to start this channel. This channel is about doing the things that people say Black women don't do, especially single Black women. Leaving, starting over, choosing softness, parenting well, and being joyful, being at peace. I'll be sharing what it's really like to live in Spain, what it's like to raise a child abroad, dating, the culture shocks, money, mistakes, all of it. So if you've ever felt like there has to be more than this, subscribe. You're not crazy. You're not alone. I'll see you in the next one.